evening and welcome to my channel. My name's Berenice and they call me Belle for short. I haven't put a video on for a couple of weeks and but I've been busy. I have been filming a little bit, but I'm just going to show you quickly what I've been doing. I've had this hanging around for quite a few years and I put a binding on it. So that's one. It's only a small square. This is another one. A barge yellow. And again, about 3 years I think this is a... So I put the binding on. So I had to, sew it by hand. Kind of quilting I've done on that one, a bit different. And just straight up and down lines next to the strips and then sometimes in the middle. And they're varying widths. Hope you can hear me all right because I bought a new mic and I wasn't pleased with it. Today what I've been doing is, well, past few days, I'll sit back a bit so you can perhaps see it all a bit better. So I undone it. I quilted 3/4 of it, just in the middle, not the borders, thank goodness. Because I wasn't pleased, I gave it a good press with a steam iron because where it joined the seams and where it joined the four corners, if I can find it, hold on, I'm getting the pickle. Where I'm at the four corners, it was really bulky. And I put 2 bits of batting, 2 layers of batting on it, thinking I could hide it from the back. But I didn't like that either. So I undone it, I re-quilted it. I've done big wrigglies, little wrigglies, and a feather, but the feathers are separated, not going back over the curve. And I'm pretty pleased with that actually. So I've just sewn the binding on, so I've got to sew that by hand. But the point of this video is to show you this one, the Churn dash that I've already got a video on, and it's finishing it off. I did use a mic and it cut out the machine sound, so it wasn't in the background. I don't know if I'll leave it in, you'll see when you watch the video. But that's it there. So I've put that stripe thin border, then I've kind of thicker blue, and now I've done tight feathers. Yeah, so, and it's wavy, so that's why I've done a straight one, because it's such a little 2.5 inch, 3 inch border. This one's 3.5, and that's why I've done them separate than this one. So, and that's the backing. I love the backing. Yeah. So we'll get on with this video and show you how I got this border on, okay? Thank you for watching. Subscribe, likes, notifications, etc, etc, etc. Thank you again. So all I do, 2 bits at random together and sew along this edge, 1/4 inch. And I'll do, see the little tiny bit there, I'll stick that on there. And so carry on joining on 2s. Make sure I've got that the right way. sewed 2 and then 2 together, so there's 4s, and then I'll put 4s together, and I'll just see what, I've lost my scissors now, what ones go together kind of thing as I go along. I'll just snip these off as they come off, chain piecing, and yeah, Confucius, he say, there you go, that one will do. Stick that one out of the way, and that's all I do until they all join up. 4, 8, 16, I have to think there what 2 8s were. 32 marbles. Double up, don't they, each time. I've got a spare 2 there. Look at that one. Where did that come from? No idea. I'll leave you there for a minute. So you get a general idea, as long as they're not bang next to each other. Sneezed. All the cotton threads flying around. Can't be dust. Can't be dust in my house. I'm going to put that 2 out of the way for the minute. That's confusing me. I'll just take off these. Snip them off. C4. And even that's a little 4. Yeah, I could stick that one on there. That'll do. And that's how I work with my little borders. I usually do them 2 inch or 2.5 even, but 2 inches usually. But I quite like the effect on the lattice quilt I done. So I'm sticking with that for the minute. I wouldn't want the long one next to a long one. This one is half the length of that, so that'll do. And the back of the machine. See, that's quite a long one. I might cut that if I don't like it, but we'll see. Yeah, I feel. I'm going to put that one next to it. 2 kind of long ones, but that'd be alright. I'll go with instinct, just what I'm happy with. Don't take much thought. It seems to work for me. There's 2 4s, see? If I could put that, yeah. See if I put that there. Them checks are quite far away from each other. They're a couple, but it is quite a distance, so I'll stick with that. Because I've got 2 long ones. Does pile up and get in a pickle, but story of my life, isn't it? Pickles. Let's take another one off. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I'm going to stick them 2 together. Tell me what you think, Bill. Oh, don't worry about it. And I'll just keep making till they all join up, and then I don't cut them until I get to put them on the quilt. I'm cutting a few here because I know I've got some short bits as well. See, I wouldn't like that one. There's two blues the same, and then you've got these 2 the same. Of course you can turn them around, but again I've got that blue there and that blue there, too near. I'm going to put that one on there, even though the next one is the same as that. Because of that length, I like that. Trouble seeing in my own light here. So I'm making up of this little border to go 4 times around this quilt, but I will use it either on another quilt or make it into something, incorporate it into stuff, into another quilt. Anyway, let's go with this, eh? Just laying it on gently. Taking the weight off here. I haven't got a little table beside me. That's where a flat table is handy, isn't it? It takes a lot of the weight off, especially if you've got a corner one. But make do with what we got. Just get myself organised, everything nice and flat. When I put this on, I'll put a 3-inch. I think I'll cut it 3-inch. So I've come out about 2.5 because you've got the sewing onto this border and then the binding to go over it. I'll get the weight up. I've got some trimming of cotton threads there. So just make it nice and flat. No pulling. See I'm wandering a bit there, so I'll stop. I'm not matching seams, so it doesn't matter where I stop. Pretty pleased with this quilt, quite like it now it's done. I will sell it. I haven't sold any quilts yet, but I'm going to. I need to make room for more. And I'm not ending on the seam there, see? Which is good. Sometimes I have. Sometimes I've undone it and then sewn another bit on. This is okay. So I'm going to use it just like I do with all borders. Rip it up. Match it to this edge here, Little crease. Get my scissors and chop it off. I've got it round my neck so I don't lose the end. Not to hang myself, so I don't lose the end. I'm just going to go a bit slow here. And there it is. thin. I didn't want to put another border on there because this is a joined one, so I'm just going to keep it like that. So we'll flip it around and do the other side now. And then go across the top there, two over both thin borders, 1 inch borders, they'll end up. So now this border is on, the multicoloured border. I've cut 3-inch strips to do the outer border. I was going to do another one of them after it, but no, it'd be too big. Too big for me to quilt. Excuse me. So I'll just show you one. Going down here, get that out of the way, I don't want to catch that under the machine, the end of it, at the beginning. So just a matter of laying it flat. Get yourself comfortable, getting your work in the right position. Put it over here. It's supposed to be over here with me. So line it up. No pulling, no tugging, no stretching. I bind the multicoloured border back. I use my arm as well to push it through. And that's all there is to it. Do 2 sides first. Some threads to cut off here. Always have threads to cut off. I've got a black cardigan, it was absolutely covered in threads. To wash it and pick them off. Quarter-inch foot, as always. I just use cream thread. Some people use grey, which is a good idea, but I'm in the habit of buying cream. And it does. Make sure we're all straight and tidy, nothing's tucked underneath. Fits on top of a double bed, a British double bed. I don't know if that's different from American or anywhere else in the world. Get my work comfy so it's not dragging on the floor or dragging down. It moves free and easy. I'm pushing it with my arm, the hand as well, just to ease it through a little bit, so I can get a bit done at a time. Go as far as my fingers, so get it nice and square here. That down. And we flip that over. I'm just checking to see if you can see that. Just making sure, yeah. So put the edge of this bit onto the edge of the underneath section. And this is a bit longer to cut with scissors, so you won't do it in one snip. So just go extra canny with it. We've got that much left of each strip. And that means I've done the other side of this, so that means, see, I'll have more than enough to do both borders there. That makes sense. Let me just whip this out of the way so I can get it straight. I'm trying to work around the camera stand here. Don't want to jog you, don't want to knock you over. Just crease it there, because I'm only using a 1/4 inch, but I want to, you know, to lay nice and flat. And you can see some of the effect already of this. So I've lost the other bit. Oh no, I only had 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 here. Leave me alone. Can't even count to 4. I have been at it a while actually this afternoon. I wanted to get this done because I'd like to quilt it tomorrow. I've got things going on tomorrow a bit, but later in the day I'll get to it. I'm going to layer it and quilt it. I'm just going to do a meander. I might do a feather on this border. There's an idea, isn't it? Yeah, I might do a feather on this bigger border. I haven't done a feather for say it right, feather for a while, so need to practice first. Just about to start the feathers on this last border. I've just done in the ditch here, here and here, no patterns in between. I'm leaving them as they are. I'm going to try and do feathers. I haven't done it for a while, so we'll see how we go. Sock for my wrist, bracelets. Let's see how we go, eh? I've got a sloping line that I'm roughly going to follow. stop there to get myself to think, because I didn't know how big I'm going to do these. First one you always do small. I do. So I stopped them at their unblow. Now I've got to go backtrack on where I was going. So I don't want to go too fast because these are my first ones. And I can see my line there. That's that there. So follow my line up just a little way, and then I'm coming off of it. Now I've finished my quilt. I've put feathers along there, and now I'm going to make the binding. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to do a double binding. I don't usually do that, but I've got this fabric, I've got a bit more of it. I'm going to cut it into 2 1/4 strips and fold it in half and then sew it to the quilt. So we'll get on with that stage, eh? So I've got this piece of fabric, I've got another piece as well, more than enough, and get my ruler now. Yeah, it's 22 inches, but I've got a selvage to cut off here, so let's get my ruler, that would help. I had my big ruler out for the trimming. So I'm just going to put it over this side. There's my selvage. I'm going to cut this off. How many ways can you put a ruler? 3 apparently. So I'm on the fold. Cut that out of the way. Flip it over, and all I'm going to do is cut 2 1/4. I'm not worried about joins. I don't often do this, I usually do a single one. I should cut a few of these and then should join them on a diagonal. 2 1/4 about. I'll straighten these edges as well so I can line them up nice. I'll show you that in a minute. The actual joining of them. I'll probably need all this. And maybe a bit more. It's about 60 inches square, my quilt. I haven't measured it, but I'll go by the back and about 60-inch wide backing, and it just about fitted. So it's roughly that. So let's carry on with this, and I'll show you me joining them together, okay? I'll just straighten off the edges. Oh, it slipped. They are shorter than I'd like actually. I thought that was double, but I'm going to go with it. You just put my ruler on there to the last bit, and simple as that. So as I was quilting, I changed my foot, put the feed dogs back up. I'm actually going to, you can hear that click, see? And I'm using black cotton because I had black in the bobbin, there's a bit left, so I'll just put it on the top as well. Change my foot to 1/4 of an inch because I will be using that in a minute. And I'm going to go, put them at right angles and go from corner to corner. Now I could mark them, which might be a good idea, shall we? Because it is 2 1/4, it's not just 1 1.5 inches or 1 3/4. It does make a little bit of difference going from corner to corner. So I can get a pencil and a ruler. Got a pencil now. Hold on, I'm slipping all over because I don't usually do this here. You can put a pin in as well if you wanted to, just to keep it in place. There's a corner there, a corner there. Hold it tight. The pencil's not very sharp. And all we do is put it down there. Let's go a bit slower. Make sure everything is, I've taken my attention to auto and normal. Everything, all the machines set back and the stitches set back as well because I had them a bit bigger. It's a bit slow. And straight across the line. I will cut it here and see, fold it back, and there it is. And we can cut that. I can't find my other scissors again. And cut that 1/4 an inch away. They're good little triangles to use on something if you wanted to. And that's it there. So keep the seam face down like that to join the next one. I've got a pile of them ones I cut just a minute ago. So there will be some joins in this, but that doesn't matter. I'm not worried about that. So I'm going to do it by eye now. but I just wanted to show you. So I can see my point here that I've got to get to. And then you can just check. See, that's okay. Even though it's a little bit out, that'll be fine. So I keep my seam down away, otherwise you know you'll be back to front. I can cut this while I'm here. Oh, I've got the scissors to hand. Or you can do them all at the end. I shall carry on joining these. And then I'll measure one length down the quilt 4 times. Just laying this binding on the quilt as it is to see if it's long enough. Make sure there's my corner here, so that's where I want to go to. So you can pin it, just check it like that, a little bit out, that's fine. It's going to be ironed in half, 1/4 of an inch, and then that'll go around the quilt. I hope that's wide enough for the look of it. Like I say, I've rarely done these kind of folded ones over. I shall carry on with this.